Capricorn, how are you? This is your mid October reading. Take what resonates and leave the rest. It's for your sun, moon, rising, north node, and Venus. If Capricorn is your sun sign and this message doesn't resonate, then do go look at your moon, rising, north node, and Venus. Another good wee tip is to just look at the title of the readings, and if it resonates, watch it. And we have all 12 zodiac signs in our astrological birth chart. So it kind of depends what we're dealing with in our lives at the time and where that sort of zodiac sign, what house that zodiac sign might fall into, may be more relevant than even our sun or moon or rising sign. So take that on board, trust your intuition, never try and make anything fit. If it doesn't make sense, it's not for you. So let's get started for mid October. What does Capricorn need to know, please? What does Capricorn need to know for mid October? Please and thank you. What have we got? What do we need to know? Mid October. From mid October to the end of October, what does Capricorn need to know? Come to the edge. Number 36. We have co create 40. Excuse me. Come to the edge and co create. So it's like I feel this little bit of a we're we're nearly starting something new, but we haven't just taken the leap yet. So there's something we've been working on here or something we're thinking about doing, but we just haven't had the courage to leap off the edge yet. Wow. We'll take go to sea. We'll take it as it flew out there. This to me kind of feels like the Fool card, only they haven't taken that leap yet. We're at the edge and we're kind of going, shouldn't I do this? To the sea. So 36, 40, or 7 may be significant here. Fork in the road, 13. So that's very much the shouldn't I do it? Maybe whatever that sort of leap of faith is that's sort of calling you, it's very different to what you're used to or what people are used to seeing you as or something here. And you're like, should I really do this? Round and round, 25. And why 31? So there might be a lot of I feel there's a lot of not mental anguish, that sounds quite severe. I want to say there's a lot of being trapped in your head here, constantly going around thinking about this, going, should I do this? Should I do this? Should I do this? And maybe whoever it is you're kind of speaking to here, or maybe whoever you're talking to, they're kind of going, why do you want to do that? And it's kind of throwing you off a little bit. And it's like, maybe this isn't a good idea. 36, 47, 13, 25, and 31 here. It's something here, it's like, I don't know if this is a good idea or not. Should I or shouldn't I here? So, what is it, Capricorn, you're doing or thinking of doing? Queen of Cups here, Two of Cups. There's a lot of emotion here. No, I'm not taking orders. It's my bad shuffling. So there's a lot of emotion here. Whatever this is, it's like, I don't know if I should go this direction, not go this direction. Page of Wands, Page of Cups. So it is a new direction here, Capricorn, that you're And it's like starting from scratch here with the page energies. It's something that you're starting from scratch. So it's so like I don't know whether, you know, you sort of are feeling like at this stage of my life, do I really want to be going back to the drawing board? So I don't know whether there's something you do and you're quite well established at it, if this is a work thing and you're quite well established at it, and it's sort of like somebody saying to you, like, why do you want to do this? I mean, like you've been doing X, Y, and Z for so many years. Why do you want to put that kind of on the side burner and start something new here? This feels like really starting something like as a complete novice and just, seeing how it goes. Five of Swords. That's your round and round. That's you arguing with yourself, going, this isn't a good idea. This, but having that want on it, having the want there, but then trying to talk yourself out of it. Four of Cups. And then this sort of, it's really trapped in your head here, Capricorn, going like, this is silly. Just stay where you are. Everything will be grand. And then on the other side, you're going, but what if you miss out here? What if you look back at this now in a number of years and go, why did I not do that? So it's like two sides of the argument are beaten off here. And it might not be anybody else that's saying why to you. It could be just yourself going like, why are you wanting to change this? Why am I getting this push here? Why am I feeling this way? Ten of Wands. Really mentally conflicted about this, Capricorn. Maybe it's whatever direction you're being sort of pushed towards isn't normal, or what would be deemed to be normal. It's something a wee bit more outside the box, and you're like, you know, this is going to raise a lot of eyebrows here. Eight of Cups. Maybe you're worried about friendship groups or family or something here, and they're like, what are these people sort of like walk away from me because of what I'm going to do here, or what my plan is? What if they're like, what are you doing? Are you crazy? And they kind of like not disown you, but kind of like distance themselves from you. Ten of Swords. What if you sort of feel like you do this and then these people kind of like turn their back on you a bit and walk away? But you got to do what your heart's calling you to do. If you're sitting here in a situation going, right, what if I do this and, people look at me strangely or whatever? And on the other hand, you're sitting with the Four of Cups. What if I don't do this and I miss out and regret this? That regret is a lot heavier than having people looking at you like you're a bit strange. Ten of Cups. And one thing about the strange people looking at you like you're strange is they eventually get used to it. They eventually change their opinion. They will change their opinion. And if they don't, then there's no room for them in your life anyway. You don't want that kind of negativity around you anyway. This could be family you're concerned about with the Ten of Cups here. Nine of Cups. It's like worrying about, are you going to sort of like sacrifice relationships a little bit here by sort of, moving towards what you want to do? It could be something, whatever it is, you're kind of maybe thinking, yeah, really trapped in your head here. I'm surprised it hasn't come out before now, the Eight of Swords. It's definitely feels it's something here that you kind of perhaps there's people in your family are not going to be Ace of Cups are not going to be thrilled about it. Maybe it's a certain belief you have. Maybe it's something in the spiritual field, and your family or your close friends or whatever aren't spiritual at all, and you're like, they're really gonna like turn their nose up at this. But I'm surprised the strength card hasn't come out here yet. But may. But Emperor here. This is you stepping up here, Capricorn, and stepping into your own energy here and going right. This is what's happening. The emperor knows their own mind. They're the boss. I mean, they decide what happens here. Ten of Pentacles. This may be the strength here, stepping into the emperor here, emperor energy, and speaking to these family members here, and being of the opinion, look, this is what I'm doing. You may not agree with it, and that's okay. I'm not asking you to agree with it, but this is what I'm doing. Three of Cups in reverse. So you may know that these people aren't necessarily going to be jumping for joy about this. So that's where the sort of I feel a bit of fear here is that you kind of know you may have to not go completely on your own here, but the relationships that you may not just be having the same level of support here. Page of Pentacles, because these people might just sort of pull back a little bit from you. King of Swords. They may just pull back a little bit from you here. The Sun. So it's getting into that logical mind here. What's this? Eight of Pentacles. Whatever this new project is or this new thing that you want to set out to learn will make you very happy. And deep down it will make you very happy. So it's gaining that bit of strength. And I want to tell you this. I am sitting here now on YouTube doing tarot card readings. I'm putting myself out there that I'm a psychic medium and a sacred healer. It is not a normal job. There is nobody else in my town who does this that I know of. I mean, and anyone else that I know that does this, I know them through, training and work and stuff like that. They're not like random friends. I don't know anybody in my family that does this. So I've had to gain a little bit of strength to put myself out here on YouTube in front of the world and say, this is what I do. I'm well aware that there are people in my town going, what's going on there? One thing that has surprised me since I started this back sort of late 2021 and when I launched the business in the start of 2022, what has surprised me is the people that I thought would be supportive actually turned out not really to be. And the people that I thought would turn their nose up at it have actually been the most supportive. And that surprised me. And it made me see people differently too. Because then I was looking at people and going, I always thought you had my back and I always thought you wanted me to do well and, only wanted the best for me, whatever. And when I saw their reactions, I went, you don't give a fuck about me at all. You're not that, you know, I'm serving you more than you're serving me. Maybe that's your wake up call here too. Maybe that's what you're saying. Maybe there's people around you that, you give and give and give to them. And now when you're sort of saying, I need this little bit of support here because this is what I want to do, they're not interested. They're talking down about it or whatever. But that surprised me when I started out. The people I thought would be there to support me and be all into it actually kind of turned their nose up at it a bit. And the people I thought would turn their nose up at it were the ones who have been and are the most supportive. That's when you start to see who's who. And then you start to pull your energy back and you go, well, I'm not giving you so much of my time because clearly you don't give a shit about me. So, Capricorn, you may be seeing that here. Now, it might be a little bit of a stumbling block for you because you're like, especially if it's family or something you're dealing with here and you're having to say, do you know what? I see now, it's hard to walk away from it. Magician here. So you're manifesting this, Capricorn. You're manifesting this new beginning. Like Six of Wands. This will go really well for you. If this is a case here where there's family or close friends who kind of like turn their back or sort of look at you like you're strange or whatever their opinions may be that are not supportive, when you start to do well, the devil, when you start to do well here, Five of Wands, their nose is going to be out of joint here. Because what happens is when you start to do well, they start to be seen as this. Nobody wants to be seen as this. Their toxic traits come out because maybe they've been talking down a bit about you behind your back to people. And then when you start to do well, they start to look extremely silly. And people start to go, why are you saying that? King of Wands. I feel that this is you very much balancing that masculine and feminine energy here. I mean, there's actually quite a lot of masculine energy out here. So this is either a masculine I'm talking to, or it's a feminine who's like been in her distorted feminine energy, and now she's kind of swapping it around, and she's bringing the masculine energy more out now to gain the strength from that to move forward in the direction here she wants to go in. So take it as it resonates to you. But there may just be some people here, Capricorn, that you may just have to not necessarily leave behind, but don't let them dictate the course of your life here. Go to sea. Don't let them or the fear of what they say dictate whether or not you start something new here. Because this looks really great and it looks like it's going to make you really happy. So this might be the one time you just have to say, this is who I am and this is what I'm doing. And I'm not asking you to like it. And then you get to see who's who. Who goes, well, this is great. You're not asking anybody to fully convert into anything. You're not asking anybody to change what way they think. All you're saying is, this is what I believe. And for somebody to say, okay, if this is what you want, we support you. That's it. You're not asking anybody to change and be any specific way. Love begins, number one. Wow. That's the new beginning here. That's the you starting what you want to do. There's a new love starting anew here. What number was that? 93. There's a new love of self here. There's a new way of doing things. And that's what's beginning here for you, Capricorn. Your cup is about to overflow with joy, happiness, and positive feelings. This is the first of the emotion cards and therefore signifies that a new love opportunity beckons. This doesn't necessarily have to be a physical love, but could also represent the passion and devotion of an idea, a goal, or even a new creative endeavour. This is whatever this is that you're planning here. This is this is the right path for you. So if you're sitting here now, Capricorn, contemplating something, and worried about telling people what your plan is, this is the encouragement to do it because you are going to be very happy here. This would be a perfect time to open yourself and your heart to the higher vibrations and loving energy of the universe. When past issues are resolved, when forgiveness for others as well as yourself has been attained, and when your heart is truly open and ready to receive, then new roads leading you towards love will be revealed. Love yourself first. Don't don't allow the status that other people hold in your life to take away from loving you and putting you first. People are very good at, and we're all very good at this at times, we're all very good at using a sort of status and saying, well, I'm this, so I mean, you should be like listening to what I say. But if you're a grown ass man or woman out there living your life, doing your thing, the only person that truly, the only voice that really, and the only intuition that you listen to is your own. You know you. They can hold whatever status in your life that they want, but they do not truly know you. They don't know what goes on in here and they don't know what goes on in here. You do. You fill your own cup here. Maybe this is a case that you've always been on call, Capricorn, to fill everybody else's cup. And this is something that's going to fill yours. So I'm going to take it to extend it. If you resonate, the link will be below. I'm going to take a look at what we don't see coming, any blockages here, the outcome, and we'll get some angelic advice. So if you want to come along, Capricorn, you'll find the link below, and I'll see you over there.